Batman Begins didn't just reboot Batman, it changed superhero movies forever. Here's the 3 things I learned watching Batman Begins. In at number 1, Bale brought back the seriousness to Batman. Before this film came out, Batman had become a joke. It became comical. It became over-exaggerated. It wasn't the Batman that we grew to love. I mean, people like Batman and Robin, which not many people. And there's a lot of people that hate Batman and Robin. But something that we didn't get was like a thing going, oh wait, that's my Batman. That's my Batman, because he just felt like too comical, too unrealistic. But when Bale came in, I think people just went, that's the guy that I can trust to be Batman, because he feels realistic and he feels believable. Bruce Wayne seems like a guy built on trauma. He's not just a billionaire. He's not just a guy that became Batman from nothing. He's a guy that had to go away, learn to fight, come back, be Batman. And the trauma, the anger, the frustration that comes with, I mean, they got this right in this film, like down to the nearest detail. Nolan's Gotham as well was dark and dulgy. It felt like proper Batman-esque. Because to me, if you don't believe in Bruce Wayne, you don't believe in Batman. In at number 2, Batman isn't born, he's trained. This might sound a bit weird considering all superhero movies technically aren't born with their superpowers. But with this one, it's not like they just rush straight into like, oh, he's come in, they have this traumatic event, oh, now there's Batman, or now there's Spider-Man, or whatever it might be. They really went down into detail and stretched it out of literally the stepping stones to him taking that darker turn, putting on the cowl, putting on the cape, and to becoming Batman. There was no missed steps. It felt like he was a guy that was traumatized by an event that happened as a kid, which was his parents' deaths, to then becoming as an adult where he had a decision to make, now owning the company that his father once built, to then going away, making it look like he died or disappeared off the face of the earth, training with Ra's al Ghul, in which is a madman, which is literally training him up to how to disappear, all these things of being incognito, all these fighting techniques, and training him like he's never been trained before. Which shows the graft that he had to put in to be able to become that caped figure. That particular backstory isn't one that's typically, I'm going to say this is orthodox, it's not the typical way that the Batman story is told. The Ra's al Ghul stuff was something that I think Nolan added in as a twist, and it makes the film so unique and so different from any other Batman film. And I think that is what makes the Batman character feel earned when we finally get it, when it comes in, after so many minutes of you seeing the build up to him becoming Batman, to the moment he becomes Batman. That feels earned. If you enjoy our 3 Things I Learned videos, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button to be alerted to all the new episodes. In at number 3, this is where Nolan changed superhero movies. Nolan had already started to build like a cult fan base for some of his smaller films, but now it's time to take on the big leagues and to go into a Batman reboot, which wouldn't be easy for any director. But he nailed all 3 of those films, and I know it's contrary to belief that the third one is not the best of films, but to me, I think over the years, the third one has actually gained a lot of respect, and I actually really like the third film. I think these films work so well because they felt, this might sound stupid, but believable. It almost felt like everything that that character of Bruce Wayne felt, he was like, yeah, that works, yeah. His parents got killed, so he didn't just turn into Batman overnight. He went to a different country and go, yeah, that could be plausible. Goes to a different country, trains like a madman, comes back, becomes this hooded figure to take down the criminals in Gotham. I mean, I've heard of worse stories and I've heard of other stuff that's not believable, but this feels like, you know what, it's plausible at best, where you go, oh, I can see that. And the thing is, even though a lot of what is in this film fiction, it closes those sort of gaps between fiction and reality, because all the emotions, all the feelings feel like they could be real. And the same can be said when you're looking at like Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. They're the movies that changed superhero movies forever. Those kind of films weren't too over comic booky. They weren't too over realistic, like we mentioned earlier with Batman and Robin, where it's so over exaggerated and so over the top. It's unbelievable. This felt grounded. This felt like it truly was like, hang on a minute, this making comic books exciting again because you're making them seem real, even though that might sound stupid, and I might get called stupid in the comments for thinking that, but that's how it feels. It feels very grounded, and it feels like Nolan really come into what made Batman tick. So there you have it, folks. Those are the 3 things I learned from watching Batman Begins. Let me know your thoughts. Have you learnt anything from rewatching Batman Begins or watching it for the very first time? Comment down below and let us know.